Okay, as if Donald Trump making claims about his penis size wasn't ridiculous enough during the last Republican debate, Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz appeared to eat his own mucus during the debate, although it's become the source of much controversy. Lewis, maybe you can show people the video of this who are watching along with us as I sort of describe what is going on. All of a sudden, while Ted Cruz was speaking, um, this piece, this white thing, this white gooey thing appeared on his lip, and then as he continued talking about it, all of a sudden it went into his mouth. I mean, he ate the thing. It was very unusual, and there was all sorts of controversy, Lewis, about whether he was eating his own mucus or whether this was a tooth cap or something like that. This puts a whole new spin on the term cruise missile, doesn't it?
Well, I don't think this is mucus or spit or anything like that. I think this is a firm object, and I'm not sure what it is. Some people are suggesting that it was some type of tooth-related cap or prosthetic, if you will. I think that might be the case here because
Well, listen,
I've
I've
studied
been
this.
analyzing. Yeah, I've been analyzing this thing like the Zapruder film of the JFK assassination, we're literally going frame by frame here. The suggestion that it was a tooth cap does not strike me as a good suggestion. I mean, wouldn't there be a crunch? I find that very hard to believe. He seemed to swallow it in one go. Other people emailed me saying it looks, and I don't know what the technical term here is, like a tonsil rock or a tonsil stone. And maybe that makes a little more sense, Lewis, but I don't think this was a tooth cap.
Well, I don't think there would be a crunch because he doesn't seem to bite it, and it's it doesn't appear to me that he swallows it either. So I'm not really sure what it is. It's just whatever it is, it was kind of funny and kind of weird and terrible timing for Ted Cruz. I almost feel bad for him, almost.
My reaction after getting my laughter under control was that even if it was Ted Cruz eating mucus in front of a live television audience, it wouldn't even be on the top 10 list of the most vile and disgusting things that Ted Cruz has done or said even in the last month, never mind his presidential campaign.
I don't think it would even be in the top 1,000. Let's be honest here. We're all swallowing mucus all the time, Dave. It just doesn't usually leave our mouths and then come back in, right?
Yeah, can you imagine being in charge of the Republican debates? You spend all this time coming up with the timing and the format and figuring out the debate questions and really structuring this thing to give the American people a sense that they really should vote Republican in the fall instead of voting Democratic. And then one of the candidates goes up on stage and starts eating his own mucus or tonsil stones or tooth caps or whatever. That has to be a downer if you're running, if you're involved in the planning of these debates, doesn't it?
Well, it's not a warning. I guess from now on, it might be a warning you issue to candidates who appear on stage. But you don't expect something like that to come up. You also don't expect people to start talking about the size of their penis either. It keeps getting better every debate.
I know. I generally reject the idea that God is involved in the politics of one country, on one planet, in one solar system, in one galaxy, in one part of the universe, even though Ted Cruz thinks that God did tell him to run and wants him to win. But I'm actually starting to think that Ted Cruz must have been told by God to run, and maybe Donald Trump too, because the entire Republican primary seems inexplicable except for divine intervention.
Well, I guess, are we saying that God has a really strange sense of humor, or maybe a sense of humor that's similar to ours? Because I guess if it's God intervening here, then He really wants us to enjoy ourselves and have a good time.
Yeah, send me your thoughts about this on our Facebook page, facebook.com/David Pakman Show.